Hi, I'm here to talk about your car insurance. No, I'm not too short to be a salesperson, okay? Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be asking that from outside. Oh. Hello. Hello there. Okay, ever since I put this like pixel mustache on, I look like a salesperson. I was gonna say it's a brand new year, which it is. It's been 18 days so far in 2023, 19 days, 20 days, depending when you're watching this. Well, it could be half the year by now. I thought this would be the perfect video for people who are gonna get into Bloxburg this year or are still kind of new from like, you know, late last year and all of that. And we're gonna be talking about the game passes, which one's worth getting, and kind of like a little bit of a ranking. This is subjective, okay? These are my opinions, so take it with a grain of salt. So 2022, we actually got 2 new game passes, which is quite interesting. I didn't really expect 2 game passes for 2022, so now we have a total of 9, although one is questionable. I guess it's kind of like limited now. Starting at number 1, this is gonna be the best game pass, advanced placement. So it is still currently 200 Robux, and this one just says unlock several advanced features in build mode, great for the experienced builder. Whether or not you're an experienced builder, this is like a life-saving game pass, okay? I cannot live without this game pass. I'm sure many other builders or just, you know, regular players feel this way too, because you're just limited, okay? You're just super limited on where you can place things and how you can place things in this game. My number one nightmare without this game pass is the kitchen. Depending how your kitchen is set up, it could be, you know, a breeze without the game pass. But for me, I need to be able to place things like close to each other. Simple, straight to the point. You can just kind of place objects however you like, as close to each other as possible. Like you can put objects within each other. It's amazing. You can clip them. You can do a lot of build hacks with advanced placement. So this is why it will remain number 1, because it's not too crazy expensive. It's only 200 Robux. Yeah, it's just long-term wise is one of the best game passes to have. You know, it's just building freedom. Everyone loves to have as much freedom as possible within like building or whatever. Coming at number 2, some people probably don't expect this, but I think excellent employee is at number 2. This could be tied with something else. I know, you're probably like, what? But yes, this one comes at 300 Robux, and it makes you a truly excellent employee, increasing both your earnings and how often you get promoted. So in this game, you can either take the easy way out and just spend your Robux to get money. Bloxburg, you don't have a choice. I don't care. Bloxburg, you don't have a choice. This is Robux only. You can't earn Bloxburg really. You could take the easy way, or you could take the more rewarding route and work. Obviously, doesn't matter what job you work as, you get double the amount of progress. With every pizza delivery, I think you get like 2 points of progress, but if you get this game pass, you get 4 points of progress. So it's slightly faster to get promoted and to get more money. And long-term wise, this is probably one of the best game passes to get, especially if you're a max delivery person. You're just gonna make so much money really quickly. Like within half an hour, I'm already earning like $100,000 plus. I don't think it's worth getting cash in this game. If you want to, you can. I'm not judging. We don't judge, okay? If you spend your money, if you spend your Robux on cash, that is awesome. I do not like spending Robux on cash in this game. I only work for because it's more rewarding to work for your money, as well as like making progress within the job to max it out. So that's why I think ex-employee is my number 2. All right, coming at number 3. All right, this one's also could be interesting as well. Multiple floors. So this one's also pretty straightforward. Multiple floors allows you to build up to 5 floors and make your house even more awesome. Yeah, before this game pass only allowed you to build what, like 3 levels? Was it 3 levels or 2 levels? I don't remember. It was either 2 or 3, but then they updated it to where you can build up to 5 floors, which means the value for this game pass has definitely increased. And I think that's why it's at number 3 for me, because yeah, you can build a lot of floors now. You can build really tall things. I don't normally build more than 2 levels because I just that's too much for me. But recently I built it like technically a 3-story home. So that's been kind of fun to mess with. I mean, there's not much to say about it. You can definitely make bigger builds with this. Majority of the players really like big houses as well. I don't know, there's kind of like a reputation in here. If you have a big house in this game, people are like, wow, can I live there? Can I be your child? Number 4, this one's quite an interesting one, and that is going to be basements. Basements is actually the cheapest game pass in the game. It allows you to build basements. So there's a lot of uses for basements. You could trap people in a dungeon. You can literally, if you cannot afford multiple floors, this is kind of like a budget multiple floors game pass. But yeah, basements is pretty straightforward as well. Like you can build dungeons. You can honestly, if you can't build multiple floors, you can also build technically 2-story houses with basements, because you can start your house down here and then build normal floor, and you can technically just build a 2-story house that way. So some good uses for basements. Yeah, it's perfect. I think basements is a pretty decent game pass, and for how kind of cheap it is, it's actually not that bad at all. I just think it's a good substitute for multiple floors. If you don't want too big of a house and you don't want to spend too much Robux, just get basements. You can get technically a 2-story house that way, but you're kind of building within the ground to get that. All right, number 5, Transform Plus. You're gonna notice a pattern from here on out. This is probably one of the most expensive game passes. It's 600 Robux. It allows you to use the transform tool on more object types, such as basic shapes and structurals, also removes and loosens some existing restrictions and limits when transforming. But this is a really great game pass depending on what type of builder you are in the game. So if you're a more detailed builder, you want to do build hacks a little bit more easily, more freely, I think this is a great game pass for you. Detailed builders still do great without this game pass, but for some, they probably want this just to make things even easier and better. But yeah, Transform Plus, it's a hit or miss with most people, I think, especially since it's 600 Robux. If it was a bit cheaper, I think I would have put this up a little bit higher on the list. It gives you a lot more freedom. So normally, like with build hacks and such, you have to use some build hack techniques to get something done. But with this game pass, you can just take a basic shape, go into the transform tool and basically move it anywhere you'd like. And if you're also gonna get this, if you're gonna get this game pass, make sure you get advanced placement first. I think you should get advanced placement first before you get this one, because advanced placement allows you to resize and scale things as well. So make sure you get advanced placing first. It gives you so much freedom with moving objects wherever you want. You can do like you can definitely do a lot of build hacks with this game pass, but it's my number 5 because it's pretty pricey and not everyone is like a detailed builder. So yeah, this is very hit or miss. It depends on what kind of builder you are. So all right, so coming at number 6, we have Premium. I think this one's pretty low on most people's list, but honestly, I think it's still pretty decent. It's 400 Robux. You get halved bills, you get double daily rewards, a special name tag if you want to flex on people, which also comes with a trophy. You also get an increased donation limit and the ability to choose your plot, tied with Transform Plus in my opinion, but I put it below Transform Plus still. But yeah, you get half your bills. It's really good for saving money on bills. You get to choose wherever you load your plot instead of having being random. The double daily login, I'm not a big fan of the double daily login. It's still not much because your normal daily logins is not that much. Maybe in the future, this type of game pass will maybe get like reworked or something somehow. I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna like change some of these game passes in the future. It's an okay game pass, and the increased donation limit. If you don't have premium, you can only donate up to $10,000 in Bloxburg cash a day. Your lifetime 24 hours you have to wait. But with this game pass, you get 50,000. I think it used to be 100k, but they decreased it to 50k again because people were like hacking money or something. I think it was a hacking money thing, and I don't know. There's a lot of safety precautions they took to do that. Yeah, that's my number 6 premium. All right, so coming at number 7 is large plot. I have to go to an empty plot for this one. Oh my gosh, I can't see where the line is. It should be more. Wait, I can't see the line. Okay, hold on. There's an obvious line. I'm gonna bring the grass back just for the time being. Where's it at? So large plot is number 7 for a very good reason. Once again, it just depends on what type of builder you are. If you're a fan of big builds, like super big builds that require lots of space, definitely invest in it. But if you don't build big things at all, then I wouldn't really bother. It's very take it or leave it. But here is the difference between the regular plot and the large plot. So this is the standard plot, what comes with the game. But if you were to buy large plot, you get this much more amount of space. That is pretty significant. But once again, if you like building huge, big projects and stuff, I definitely would take it into consideration. But if you don't build big things at all, then I'd rather just kind of pass on it. You don't need it. You don't really need it. All right, coming at number 8. You're gonna probably be surprised with this one, but it's kind of not surprising at all. Marvelous Mood. Marvelous Mood is 180, which is the second cheapest game pass in this game. I still think basements is more valuable than this one, to be honest. Keeps your mood up longer by increasing positive and decreasing negative mood statuses, and it also adds the option to toggle most negative mood effects such as particles and animations. So notice how all my moods right now are like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. It's not noticeable. Like I'm not like depressed looking and I don't show my stinkiness. Comes with the Marvelous Mood Game Pass, where if you go into this feature right here in the options, show negative mood effects, if I turn that back on, which is on by default if you don't have the Game Pass, you're going to expose yourself, okay? Because without this Game Pass, you walk like this, you're like super depressed and you stink, which is majority of Bloxburg players in this game because people don't know how to take care of their hygiene. But if you toggle it off with the Game Pass, no one can tell that you're depressed, like low on energy. It's really low tier for me. Like I noticed with this Game Pass, if you boost your mood to start working as like a delivery person or something, your moods will last for about 8 minutes, I think 8 minutes. But without the Game Pass, it probably lasts around 4 to 5 minutes until your moods start dropping down like a lot. It's about a 4-minute difference, I think, but it's not too crazy. So that's why this Game Pass is pretty low on the list. Yeah. I don't think you really need it. I don't think it's really needed at all. And you can take care of your moods easily. You can just, if you take a bath, sleep, you don't really need to care about those like effects if you do all those things. All right, and then last on this list, which is going to be super obvious, it's unlock stereo. Okay, it's unlock stereo. It's last. This Game Pass is no longer obtainable. You can't buy this at the time of this recording. Maybe they'll bring it back in the future. I don't know, but it's been gone for months now. This has been gone since I think March. So I don't know if they have any plans to bring it back because they said they were going to reevaluate it. It's just last on my list because you can't really get it anymore. There's really no point in really talking about this one because you just can't get it. But it allowed you to just add sound IDs from the Roblox library into the radios, and everyone would always add their own things. I think the people who still own the Game Pass can still mess with it and like add some stuff, but I just don't want to talk about it too much because you just can't get it anymore. So it was okay. It also just kind of depended on what kind of player you were. If you were a big fan of like cafe custom music or like ambience players like who like to add sound effects with their builds, this was definitely a good Game Pass to have for like those immersion type builds. So there's that. Okay, I'm done. Those are all the Game Passes. But yeah, anyway, guys, that pretty much wraps up today's episode. Just thought I'd share this since it is a brand new year, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of new Bloxburg players eventually, for people who are still curious whether or not to get something. So I just think this is a good guide video. Someone also asked me to make a building video guide. We'll see about that. We'll see. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this episode, you found it interesting, helpful in any way, make sure to leave a big old thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button too, because it is completely free. Let me know what you would rank each Game Pass. So you could do like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yourself. Put in those comments, put your own ranking list in the comments, because I would love to see where you guys think each Game Pass should go. And yeah, I'm actually really excited. I love looking at lists, so leave those down. But thank you guys for taking the time to watch this, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye. I think my list was pretty reasonable. Maybe I would move like a thing or two. It could have been ex-employee multipliers. I could have those tied. I wonder which Game Passes we'll get this year. I wonder if we'll get any this year at all.